compassionate logic.
New ideas and efficient tools for a happier, more connected life.
One of the best things I have found to do when I'm really stressed out is take some deep breaths and literally remove myself from my present location. It might even be something at my computer and getting up and walking away from my computer. Or I just got a text that's stressing me out and setting my phone down and walking away from it. Not as a permanent thing. It's not a solution of, now I'm just going to give up computers because that thing stressed me out.
Not avoiding.
Just getting some space, especially if you're really triggered and there's a lot of emotions surging around. So walking away from whatever it is, if it's another person, you can say, I'm really upset right now, and I'm just going to take a couple minutes to calm down a little bit. And you can ask for permission if you feel like that's helpful, but you don't need their permission. You can say, I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back. And then you can leave. So that's one thing you can do real time in the moment.
One of the things I've found effective in a conversation is particularly if the person's angry at me and they're getting heated in the conversation, like Mark was talking about, taking that deep breath is important. And I've found that if I gear my mind differently about the conversation, where I start paying attention to the words that they're speaking as if I'm going to repeat back every single word, and just that focus actually helps me get out of my reaction and then start listening to what the person's actually saying. My reactivity goes away and my mind seems to have this different space or a different part of me that I get to inhabit. I get to be calm, and I can even repeat back some of the stuff that they said if they have pertinent points that need to be addressed.
And actually hear what they're saying rather than getting in that reactive loop where they say something, you get triggered, and then you just wait for them to shut up so you can blast them back.
Yeah, I can't hear them anymore because I'm just preparing my reaction.
The counterattack.
Yeah.
Another thing I do is I actually, especially difficult for me, being a very introverted, very thoughtful, analytical, detached most of the time person, is actually let myself feel what's really going on, and not with a mind to figure it out or solve it, but just go, you know what? I've really got a tightness in my chest. And what is that actually about? Just relaxing it can remove a bunch of the pressure and help me respond or figure out what it is. If I'm actively in a situation that's causing me stress, there usually isn't time to do this, but sometimes even while someone is in my face or while I'm listening to a very difficult voicemail or whatever it happens to be that is triggering the stress, just listening or observing and just feeling what's actually going on in my body, in my throat, in my head, feeling this pressure in my head or my gut is clenching, just feeling that and letting it go. Okay, it's okay. Whatever's going on right now, I'm okay. Just doing that can help me get through it, because otherwise I get caught up in this cycle of body acts and mind goes, what's going on with the body? Oh, we're stressed out, so stressful thoughts, and body checks in with the mind and goes, what's going on? Oh, we're having stressful thoughts, let's get stressed out. So if I can break that cycle by just doing this one part, just focusing this part and shutting that part up, or ignoring it if it wants to blabber, just going, okay, you can say what you want, but right now it's not important, and just feeling it, that can be really helpful.
One thing that comes to mind for me in the middle of a stressful situation is I used to have this belief that I had to fix it, and I wasn't able to leave the conversation until the other person was okay. I've since found it's okay to walk away from the conversation without the other person being okay, but I will make an agreement with them. Okay, look, I get this isn't really going anywhere and it's not getting myself out of the anger or frustration I'm feeling, so I'm choosing to leave, but I'm willing to come back to this conversation at a later time and book an appointment to come back to it. And I found that can be really helpful for me to go away, re-examine the situation away from that other person, see what my part is, and even though it might have been, I'm believing at the time it's 99% their fault and it's 1% my fault, when I get to step away and look at my 1%, my 1% has a tendency to grow a little bit. And then I can look at that and I'll call the person up and say, hey, look, I'm sorry for our conversation of the day. I was angry and I want to apologize for that. It's not how I want to be with you. Can we resume the conversation at 3 o'clock tomorrow?
Thank you for watching our video.
If you like the video, please subscribe.
Please like.
Please leave a comment below. Thank you so much.